that ties it together with me helping out with MCC, right? Is I worked in events for 20 years. And one of the things that I loved doing was listening to people's ideas and then helping them communicate that in a simple manner that is easy to tell as a story. And I found that was a pretty good skill of mine, because these people would come in that were really smart and really good at what they did. And some of the people were so much smarter than me, scientists and doctors and people who were just engineers with big degrees. And they would come in with this amazing technology or fantastic idea. And I'd be like, all right, what is it? And I'd hear it, and they would just sit there and ramble. And all of it was amazing, but like I couldn't listen anymore. It was just, most people would just walk away. It was just too much. So I would work with these people and just help them refine their message to something that was simple, easy to understand, clean, clear, exciting, And I found myself doing that a lot. And it was good, because those people would then talk to investors and be able to convey that message in that clear, concise manner. And the investors would think that's interesting, like, oh, that's pretty cool. But if they went before that, they would give this long pitch. They just sounded like some unput together crackpot scientist that invented flying cars or something like that.
Hey, Joe.
What's up, man? How are you?
What's up? Good morning. It's still morning. Right?
Yeah. It's still morning here. Yeah. Oh, no, not anymore. Now it's afternoon. Good afternoon.
It's already noon. Gosh, my days are going by so quickly. I have my lights black. We were just talking about the difference in the room, right? And it's because I've got my lights blacked out. So I don't know what time it is.
You never know when it is. That's why I always just say good morning. Even if it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm like, morning, how are you? And people are like, huh? But I don't want to mix it up.
No, like it's still morning for me. Barely. It's 11:28 right now. So I'm in Austin, Texas. What about you? Where are you calling from?
Up in Connecticut. And as you can see from right behind me here, we've got a snow day. So from school, it's nice.
It's beautiful. Man, I miss the snow so much. I miss it. It's been, wow, how long has it been since I've seen snow? Now, I was in Florida before here, and then probably Virginia when I used to live up in Virginia.
So you have not actually been to the north or the west or anything when there's been snow in years? Like you actually haven't experienced snow in years? Wow.
It's been a while. I mean, I lived in Florida. Okay, so hold on. I did do some traveling. So wait, let me think. Living wise, no, but I did do some traveling to like Salt Lake City, Utah. It was cold as fuck. So that's it's been a few years. It hasn't been recently, but okay, New Mexico, and then I went to Nevada. Okay, so I've been traveling and I have seen it. So let me backtrack. Yes, I have seen it, but like what you're doing, you're kind of just sitting at home, you're living it. And it's a different thing. It's been a while. Yeah. I think it was one of my scariest moments. I was driving from Colorado, and I think there's a highway there from Colorado to New Mexico. And I see like the fucking temperature just dropping. Like it was just going, dropping all the way like past zero. And I've never been driving in 0 degree weather. So I'm like, what's going to happen? My tire's going to blow out. What the fuck's going on here? I see like a big giant group of what are they called? Those giant deer. They're like, not deer. They're called something else. They're only in like really, really cold areas. Huge.
Like
elk?
Elk or
maybe it's elk. Or... Maybe it's an elk. No, moose are way up north. This is just like north. I was going to say North Korea.
North Korea?
New Mexico.
They don't have any deer in North Korea.
No. I wasn't in North Korea. I was here in the States. Anyway, I think it was elk. Anyways, that was really scary for me because there was nothing. It was just fucking sideways snow and this highway. Nice. You couldn't see the lines, and then there's this group of just elk just passing by. I'm like, 0 degree weather. I'm like, what's happening? This is too cold. I probably shouldn't be out on the road. There's nobody else. It's in the middle of the night. Everything wrong. Right?
Yeah, you're one of those drivers that we love here in the Northeast. It's like, let me get on the road. It's slick and freezing and raining, and I'm gonna get out. I have zero experience driving in the snow, and I'm gonna do it.
We just disappear, and you never hear from us again. It's one of those fucking highways where I could have just gone, and that's it. You'll never hear from me again.
No, they would have found you in the spring or something. Yeah.
That happens often, doesn't it, over there?
I'll bet.
God dang it. Anyway, Joe, thank you for coming here. Yes, we were doing, what are we doing? Military Creator Con. Good times. Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm really looking forward to this event.
You are? What are you
Yes.
looking forward to? This is my first.
No, well, this will be my second. This is the first big one. The last one they did was a smaller event. It was, I guess, their premier event, so they kept it, reasonable size to manage a year one sort of conference, which is smart. And it was great. It was a great event, a lot of fun, a lot of positive people in the room, like really looking to grow and learn and help and just be part of this. And this year they're cranking it up, doing it on a much bigger scale. A lot more speakers, a lot more people, more events and activities, and it should be a lot more fun. So this and it's going to be more standalone. The last one was part of another event, kind of during the same event, and this is just a much bigger standalone version of what they did. So it's taking
the wheels off, taking the training wheels off. Like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was full training wheels last time, and rightfully so. Like I would have done it training wheels as well, and they definitely made the right move, and but really kicking them off fast. So
before we I want to ask so many questions about the Military Creator Con thing, but I want to get to Joe first.
Sure.
Where are you from? Are you from there, Connecticut?
I'm from New York, so I grew up in
New York.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I know. It was great, dude. Like spot on. Spot on.
Stop it. Where's yours? I can't hear it.
Mine kind of dissipated over the years. I used to have the New York accent. It pops out like when I see my family from New York and I'm visiting in the New York, New Jersey area. Like the accent sort of thickens up, But other than that, it kind of has dissipated over the years.
What do they call you? Do they have a nickname for you?
No,
no,
just Joe. Joe. That is.
Hey Joe.
Name, I think.
Hey Joe. Little Joe. No, probably Big Joe now.
No, yeah, no, it depends on who you ask. So.
Hey, hey, it's not that kind of show. No. Big Joe. So New York, what part of New York? God, you got me fucking
Staten Island,
actually.
Staten Island, went to school in Long Island, and man, just your accent is just not getting better the way you try it.
I need to show me.
To Long Island, and then and now I'm up in Connecticut for like 20-something years.
20, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Staten Island. Gosh, the only experience I have with that is none. Really,
that's all you need.
Maybe the show.
Then you've got the right amount.
What's the show? There's a show on TV. It's got the Staten Island dump. What was her name? I can't remember her fucking name. Oh, you know what show I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I know you know.
Yeah, I don't know it though. I don't know the name.
And it'll come back to me. Anyways, we'll go back to it. So when did you move here? Where you're at now?
Here, this specific area, probably 12 years ago.
Okay.
We had our second kid, and we were running out of room in our house. So it was either, move into an office or expand the garage or like, those options, or just like, let's just get a slightly bigger house. So we did that.
This place looks nice. I'm looking around. It's nice and classy. Got a nice little.
I'll take you for the tour later if you like. I'll get on my phone and just FaceTime.
It's like a classic but Western Connecticut. Is there such a thing as a Connecticut Western?
Sure. Yeah.
Some tomahawks back there.
Yeah.
Cowboy hat.
Yeah,
I love it.
I got that one in Texas last time I was down.
Where?
Actually, I got it with James from Military Creator Con. And so we went to the rodeo, man. And,
really? And he got one too?
I got a hat. I don't know if he got one, but I was definitely going up to buy a hat and everything that they were selling. So
yes,
it was great.
I love them. I bought another one last night because it was Cyber Monday. I got sucked in, man. I was avoiding everything for days. I'm like, you're not going to make me buy anything.
And how'd that work out?
I just so happened to have, this is my justification. Okay. So I just so happened to have $60 in credit, right? From this cowboy store. And I'm like, oh, and they're having this other like 25% off thing. I'm like, you know what I don't have? I'm like, I don't need anything. I'm good. I played this real tough. I don't fucking need nothing. All right.
Yeah.
I don't need nothing.
I'm not shopping on this bullshit.
And then I saw a black hat. And I'm like, I don't have one, man. I need to have a black cowboy hat. So I sold out. I got it. I'm like, oh, you got me.
Nice.
$60.
Well,
plus the 20% off. I'm like,
perfect.
I got to win.
Nice, dude. Well, listen, I don't need anything either, but can you send me that link?
It's already Cyber Monday's over though.
It's all right. I need to check out the cowboy store. I need to do this.
It's just the boot barn.
I was like, all right, I need to see this authentic like Texas cowboy store link. I need to check this out. All right, boot barn. All right, I got that.
And I can't afford the really authentic ones here, man, because they're too expensive. I didn't even know hats went to like $400 or $500. I'm like, what the fuck? 20 felt? What does that even mean? How many felts are there?
Not a lot.
A lot of
20. at least.
What does that even mean? How many covers it has? I don't know.
I don't know, but
I don't
like the price goes up with every additional felt for sure.
Oh, I can't with you, Joe. I can't. This is the New York we get. I love it. I fucking love it. How did we get to hats? What?
I don't know. Okay, I got one in the background.
Oh, that's right. We're talking about your hat. Yeah. Okay. So how many kids you got? Two?
Two. 19 and 13.
I remember those days.
Yeah. How old are yours?
Oh my gosh. What year is it? It's whatever year it is how old they are. Because they were born in 2000. Yeah, so they're 25. Yeah.
All right.
One of them's
nice.
25. The other one is nothing because I only have one.
Okay. Yeah. Now 25. That's yeah. My boy's 19. He's taller than me, and it's.
Wait, how did that happen?
It just happened like a year and a half ago. All of a sudden, he went from standing on his toes, and then all of a sudden, like 2 weeks later, he's like, "Daddy, you stand on your toes now," Like I'm like, shit.
Is there any challenging there? Does he challenge you yet?
Oh no, there's definitely no challenging. He's not like trying to be a dick or anything to me.
Chief.
But he certainly lets me know that he's taller than me. Like he'll walk, especially when he puts his boots on. He's got his boots on and I'm barefoot, and he'll walk directly next to me and stand directly next to me. So I have to look up, and be like, "Oh, you shit!" I'm like, "Back up. You need to back up.
Back up, Holmes.
Yeah,
I made you.
You're standing too close with your boots on. Like, you need to back up. You're 4 inches taller now. Like, back the fuck up." Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 19.
Okay, so he's already that's already a man. He's a man right there.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
My daughter's 13. She's still a kid. Full kid. She's not growing up at all. She is just a kid. She's a baby girl forever. That's it.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Because that's the boy. You're good with him. He's like, what's he getting into?
Cars. He builds them, takes them apart.
What?
Makes them, smashes
he builds them?
Oh yeah.
How did he get into that?
We like driving off roading and trucks and stuff. And
it's off roading stuff.
I got him a 2000 Cherokee Sport. And just every year the tires keep getting bigger and the shocks keep getting bigger, and the thing is, it's a monster. It's a monster. He's got bull horns tied to the front on the fenders. That's so nice. It's a great truck.
That is pretty awesome. You'll have to send me a pic. If you could send me a pic, and I'll put it right there. Boom. Mm-hmm. I'll put it up there. People to see. Yeah, 4-wheeling is not a bad thing to get into. It's pretty safe. Depending if you roll over, that's fine if you roll over because you got your seatbelt on. But it's better than some of these other things that kids are getting into.
Oh, for sure.
He's creative.
Smoking
he's
crack and stuff like.
Right.
I'd rather him spend all of his money on car parts than drugs.
Right, because he's learning something. Right, putting things together or fixing something or making it better. Creating. Right, creating. Got that creative gene.
I see where you're tying this. That's very good. Very good.
Somebody who's creative. Yes. I wonder what he's going to do with this. You think he could start something with this? Creative?
I hope so. Creative and just like working. Like you need to have skills and being able to do shit and build shit nowadays. He's not going to get some entry level job somewhere and like start. It's just not his path. He's going to have to build shit and start grabbing things and building things and taking them apart and working with his hands and making awesome shit. And
did he get that from you? Are you creative?
I'm a little creative. He's definitely better than me at this point. I mean, I started with him really small. I love doing it. But I've got, like, I did the traditional thing. Like everyone, like I know went to college and then got a job somewhere. And I did that, it was just the thing to do. Well, that I was supposed to do, so I did that.
Mm-hmm.
But, looking back, there's definitely things that I should have done differently.
What would you have done differently? Like what?
Like I took classes in college and like I didn't pay attention. Like so we paid for them and it was just I didn't pay attention and it was bullshit. And I took bullshit classes sometimes and it was just like what the fuck was I doing?
Right.
Then?
There's no
like
purpose.
I could have done something more beneficial to my own life. Now looking back, like there isn't a thing I would change. Right. Like there's that whole butterfly effect of like, well, if I had just made a left instead of a right, like maybe I wouldn't have my kids right now. So I wouldn't go back and change anything at this point. Like I love exactly where I am. But if in some alternate universe in the Spider-Verse, like there's me who was like smarter and did shit, like that would be awesome. I hope he's out there somewhere.
Do you feel like that Spider-Verse is your kid? Maybe like you're kind of helping like influence and like, hey, I went through this, buddy. Like maybe you don't do the same shit that your dad did. Why don't we go a different path?
Maybe. I mean, he's talking about, maybe I, do 2 years at a different college, at university. And I'm like, maybe, I mean, but here's some other options. Like there was no maybe about it with me. Right. It was like, that's what I'm doing, So there's, if if there's an opportunity for him to look at other paths to go down, I certainly want to make sure he's aware of it, and I've been pushing him towards that. And, we've got a garage full of tools, and he's been building stuff for years. So I want to make sure he does something that he loves and gets good at doing the things that he loves, and then can make money with doing the things that he loves doing and he's good at.
Yeah. That's cool, man. That's a good dad, man. You're doing great. That sounds great so far.
Well, thanks, man.
Just giving him some more options, just more options.
Yeah.
But holding them accountable, right? And just because I see that happening too, where like fucking parents give the kid so many options. It's like, I don't know. I want to do that for a minute and that for a minute and this for a minute. And it's like, wait a minute, before you know it, you're going to be in your 30s. You haven't really mastered anything yet.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit. Like, you can't give that many options. Like, I don't want, just be a free, whatever you like. You can't do that. Like, just like, you gotta be like, hey, what are you good at, and what can you do that's like beneficial to yourself and your life and society? Then you can make a dent for yourself and do something great. Like, that's what you should be doing. Don't just do whatever the fuck. Like, you want to learn and open your mind and get cultured for sure. But there's people who are like, I switched majors 4 times in college, and I just graduated with my, I'm like, holy shit. Like, are you kidding me? Like, your parents just spent all that money on that? Like, what the?
Or now you're in debt for what? For that? For nothing?
For the next 23 years, you're gonna be paying your student loans down, like for your BS degree and something nobody gives a shit about, and you're not gonna get a job at, and AI is gonna replace anyway, like in next year. Like what the fuck, man? Like, so sorry, I'm not sure if
it's not a Christian channel.
Okay,
good.
Anyway. But still, like, you want to set your kids up to be successful and give them the good options. And if you can take from your own experience of where you think you could have done something better and do that, great. But it's also his life. Like, I don't want to. It's not my 2.0 Spider-Verse, like you said. Like, I don't want to. I'm not trying to be like, okay, well, you're my do-over. He's not. Like, maybe next time around I'll get another do-over. If I get a do-over, great. But I'm not trying to make that him my do-over.
Yeah, I think that's a fine line, right? Or where you can kind of over push, and then they're like, no, I'm just doing it for you now. It's like, okay, all right, fine, shit.
Yeah, I don't need that.
And what about because I think, right, like young, like what they're good at, right? Like, you can kind of tell, like, is this kid going to be, is he a tinker? Is he a problem solver?
Oh, yeah.
Is he just a fucking feral, like, adventurer, right? Because that's a thing, maybe an explorer.
Yeah, definitely the Venn diagram of those things go over pretty heavily, and yes, I think you were asking about my daughter. My daughter's very smart. She's definitely destined for college. She wants to be a doctor, veterinarian, and has been wanting to be a veterinarian like her aunt since she's been 4 years old. She's, running straight A's and wants to do that, wants to be a champion swimmer, and she's doing that. And
damn,
that's what she wants to do. And she's smarter than me, and I can't tell her otherwise. So
I love it, man. I love when kids are on the right path, dude. It sounds like you got them on the right path. They learned from dad, mom and dad, maybe
both. Yeah.
So you've got some creativeness, right? What's creative about you?
What's creative about me? I've been in the entrepreneur space forever. So I was starting companies, and when I was in college, it started a company. It failed, but I was like, I need to use the internet and start a company, and I did that, and it sucked. It failed, but it was so awesome. And then ever since then, I've just been doing that and working in the entrepreneur space, starting companies, some of them good, some of them not so good. Working in venture capital and investing in companies. So my fund in New York, we've invested in over 60 early stage tech companies over the past 15 years. And some of them have gone great, some of them not so great. That's the venture capital space, of course. And I started another company, my most recent company, like 2020, 2019, somewhere around that timeframe. And I've been running it ever since. And that's been my best so far. I'm loving this one.
What is that? What's that company?
This one's called Mopod, and we focus on podcast growth. So if you've got a podcast, you want more people to listen to it, watch it, you come to us and we promote it.
No shit. I think I saw you guys at a booth or at a place.
Probably.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, or maybe I was sent an ad from you guys from one of these places that I registered at, and I looked into that. That's awesome. That's you.
That's me.
That's you. You did that.
Yeah. No, not just me. I mean, I've got.
Okay. Yeah, there's others. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but
listen, they don't really do anything. I do it all. No, it's
okay.
It's
we
actually,
did it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I put air quotes for you listening. Yeah. So, no, it's It's been a fantastic journey so far. I've got an amazing set of people that I work with. My partners are fantastic. My whole team is great. And we do some great work. We're proud of the work that we do. We do a good job. We stand behind it. We work on success. We don't work like, give us some money and maybe we'll do some stuff for you and you get what you get and you'll probably get upset. We work on just success. You get and what you pay for, and that's it. You pay for what you get, actually, on the opposite side. So it's good. If we don't deliver, you're not paying. We only, it's hard to argue with that. We deliver it and you get paid, and that we think that's fair.
Yeah. How did you come up with this idea?
We started in newsletters. So we started promoting newsletter subscribers, and started growing the mailing lists of some of the bigger companies out there. And they started asking us for podcast promotion. And at first we were like, no, we don't really know what that's all about, so we're not going to do it. By like the fourth time we got asked, we're like, all right, let's figure this out. Maybe there's something to it. So we started playing around, spent a lot of money, wasted a lot of money, just trying shit out, and most of it didn't work. And we just kept going and figuring it out. And finally we got something that kind of worked, and we went back to them and we're like, all right, listen, we think we got something, should work, but we're not 100% sure. Why don't you just pay for whatever we deliver? And they're like, okay, sure. So, and once we started with that model, we just kept on with that model.
Dude, I think that is like the definition of a true entrepreneur. When you see that there's the problem and you're like, okay, there's definitely a solution here, and you just figure it out, right? That part in you, I think that's the creative part about you, is that you're figuring it out, right? You're like, I know I can figure this out. And you probably have figured things out for a lot of other companies out there before you started being an entrepreneur yourself. And I bet it was that I can figure shit out for myself. And why you're like, why do I keep doing this for others? And instead of like, why don't I just start doing this for myself? Right? I bet you were the solution in a lot of cases.
So there's actually a lot of, a bit of an opposite end of that as well, right? So
okay.
In working in venture capital and working in my last company, which was an events company, that ties it together with me helping out with MCC, right? Is I worked in events for 20 years. And one of the things that I loved doing was listening to people's ideas and then helping them communicate that in a simple manner that is easy to tell as a story. And I found that was a pretty good skill of mine, because these people would come in that were really smart and really good at what they did. And some of the people were so much smarter than me, scientists and doctors and people who were just engineers with big degrees. And they would come in with this amazing technology or fantastic idea. And I'd be like, all right, what is it? And I'd hear it, and they would just sit there and ramble and ramble and ramble. And all of it was amazing, but like I couldn't listen anymore. It was just, most people would just walk away. It was just too much. So I would work with these people and just help them refine their message to something that was simple, easy to understand, clean, clear, exciting, and I found myself doing that a lot. And it was good, because those people would then talk to investors and be able to convey that message in that clear, concise manner. And the investors would think that's interesting. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. But if they went before that, they would give this long pitch. They just sounded like some, unput together, crackpot scientist that, invented flying cars or something like that. Right. Like, it's like, oh, you sound fantastic. But if you have a really good idea and you can convey it nicely and talk about the need in the market for this, the business model behind it, the key factors of a business, and then explain it really well so a third grader can understand it, you have a better opportunity there, and a better chance of attracting a team, investors, customers, So
I think there's a lot of, when those people are too close to like what they're doing, and they know how to talk about it, but with the people that are all creating it, not the people that are trying to invest in it or to help them like make that more. So you're like that guy. It's like, okay, I can bridge the gap between like the scientist and like the investor. Like, this is how it's going to be good for people, because this guy only speaks in formulas and shit.
Right.
And you're like, okay, I know how to do this. I know how to talk to
and then and being an investor, investing in technology since 2010, I know what investors want to hear. Right. Like I would listen to my own panels that I would put on and listen to exactly what these guys would say, and then be able to be like, all right, here's what they want to hear. Here's the 5 bullet points that you need to convey when you're talking to this investor, or you're going to lose them. The elevator pitch, right? You're in an elevator for 3 minutes with an investor. What do you say, right? Like that, it's not always an elevator, but it's always like a few minutes to make a good first impression.
Yeah.
So what are you going to say that you're going to leave that investor with where they like, I need to call this guy back, and this was interesting. I need to get a card, and send an email. So,
and what was your first, so what was your first investment? Like business?
My first investment in my fund?
No, like you said, you were getting into like this investing in other like venture capital, right? So you're investing in other businesses.
So I started doing the events back in like 2000.
Okay.
And we started bringing together conferences of entrepreneurs and investors, VCs, angel investors, and getting them all in the same room, some cocktails, some good panels, good food, and shake it up a little bit. And hopefully at the end of the night, people would walk out with a bunch of business cards in their pocket, right? So we did that for a while, and I started seeing some amazing companies, and I was referring them along to other folks. I'd be like, okay, you know what? I spoke to this person from this firm. You should give this person a call. So I would do that a lot, and finally by like 2010, one of the investors that I made friends with was like, hey, we should put together some sort of fund or something. And I was like, I love this idea. Let's do something. So we put together New York's first angel fund. So it was kind of this hybrid model between a loose group of angel investors who write their own checks into individual things as part of a group that gets together once a month or so, and a managed venture capital fund. So it still had the feeling of a bunch of folks that would and act as angels, but it had professional management layer on top of it. So it was an angel fund hybrid model. It was pretty cool. It was the first one in New York. And we set that up, and we just started making investments into really cool tech companies. And I was doing the events at the time pretty regularly. So I was seeing a lot of very interesting entrepreneurs. And that combined with my other partners, again, the VC that I was friendly with, the other guy who's in private equity, and the third guy who runs one of the top venture law firms in New York. And we had just an amazing team of managers here, and we put together this fund. And now we're investing out of the third fund. So we've got just some really cool companies that we've invested in over the years. Just cool on the fact of how they're growing and what they're doing. Some of them are just a fantastic water cooler discussion companies, and it's been really cool. It's just been amazing seeing what's coming down the pipeline in technology and what people are building, and sort of seeing tech that is being pitched as a startup, and then a few years later, all of a sudden you see that or similar companies that are running them, and it's just mainstream. So it's kind of cool seeing these things a few years in advance. That's been a lot of fun. I stopped doing the events in February of 2020. That was my last conference. I was forced into retirement on the event side. It became sort of unfashionable to jam as many people in a room as possible in the beginning of 2020 for some reason. I kind of swapped over and started doing the promotion on the podcast side, working full steam ahead with Mopod.
Nice. Okay. Do you see any of these like opportunities now that we've opened up? Do you see any of the, and I mean like post-COVID, do you see any of these opportunities opening up for creative veterans going to CreatorCon?
Definitely.
So this could be like an opportunity, like a scout. Could there be a scout there? That's like an angel investor. It's like,
could there be? There should be. There definitely should be. I mean, there's going to be people who are always looking for opportunities, right? Whether you're wearing an angel investor name tag or not, or you just are looking to.
Do they do that?
Yeah, for sure.
You're like, it's called Versace.
No. Exactly. No, at an investor conference, you're definitely wearing investor name tags if you're with a specific group. But even if you are just at this conference and you're looking for opportunities, not everyone that's attending this conference or going to attend this conference is on the creative side. Some people like to get in on the business side, right? It's not just about, like, if you're creative, like it's Military Creator Con, okay, fantastic. But if you are just creative and there's no business sense to it all, you're just, an artist in a loft somewhere, right? Like you're not doing anything. You're like painting, if you're doing this, if you're coming to this conference, it's because you want to take that creativity and turn it into a business. In my opinion, I'm sure everyone has their own reasons for what they do. But in my opinion, if you're attending a conference like this, it's because you've got the creative bug, you've got something awesome, you've got something really cool and informational and fun or educational or informative or something that's on the creative side, but you want to turn that into some sort of business that grows, that makes money, that gets a membership, that gets sponsors, that gets something, right? Like your goal is to do something like this, right? Like everyone's got their own different goals, but your goal is to grow your own business and turn that creativity into some sort of business. And there's people who maybe don't have as much of that creativity, or maybe we're looking for the right amounts of creativity or the right path to go, and they want to join forces with you to do that, to make that happen. So I think that gets overlooked a lot,
it does. And we haven't even talked about it until just now. I haven't heard anybody talking about this type of opportunity. It's just, oh, hey, if you're creative, if you're a veteran, come here. We can, there's camaraderie. There's like like-minded individuals, right? And you're going to meet people like you. And it's like, but I didn't even think about this until you just brought it up. There could be opportunities for you as the creator to connect with the business side of business, to where they can, right? You can meet people, network, marry up, and maybe start creating a business for yourself. And there may be opportunities to meet people who are looking for the next best, coolest thing.
There are. And look, everything that you said about the creative side is fantastic, right? Like, hey, what microphones should I use? What's a cool technology? Should I be using, StreamYard or something else? Like there's lots of this stuff that is totally valuable. But, once you have that, what are you going to do next? All right, now you've got your whole plan. You've got the camaraderie. You've made some friends. Like, you've done this. What's the next plan? So you walk out of here, and then what? Like, so you've upped your game, right? Your recordings sound better. Your pictures are cooler. Your microphone is crisper, right? Like, what's the next step? And I think that needs to be thought about throughout this conference. Is like who you're meeting there and what can you do after this conference? Not just what you can learn, but who you can meet and what's the next step.
Yeah, that's really great. I like that. Not just like what you made your thing now better, but what can you do to take it to the next step? And these are the types of individuals or team members that are going to be at Military Creator Con, are the ones that have already done it, right? You've already done this for yourself and your life, in your teams and your businesses. That's just one person. And so you're going to be there. So there may be an opportunity to speak to you to say, hey, like, man, how do I fucking do this? Like with my thing, like this is my thing. Like, how do I do this? Maybe we can pick your brain. We'd like to talk more about this.
I mean, personally, I'll be there. So I'm always happy to chat with people and give people advice and direction and everything. And, you don't have to ever listen to my advice. I never expect anyone to just listen to my advice. And, but if it's good and it's helpful, consider it, it might be an opportunity for you. There's lots of people who are there that are going to be, maybe more experienced than you, or not necessarily you, but like maybe more experienced than anybody. There's always somebody there who's been doing this for 15 years and has some insight and has a connection. What can you do with that person? How can you help that person and have that person help you? How can you maybe join forces and work together? There's lots of opportunities that people need to think about throughout this entire conference.
Oh man, indeed. There's, they always say, like, get yourself in a room with people that are doing better things, more things. And this is definitely that opportunity. This is going to be that room. These are going to be the people you want to connect with, right? Not just like the investors, the business guys, but also like the other creatives, right? Mm-hmm. Other creatives hang out together. They come up with other things. That's the creative space right there. Mm-hmm. And then there's the business side of it. Maybe they know how to do it, the business, like structure wise and how business works. And the creator guy just knows how to, man, I'm just really creative at this or at that. I just don't know how to start or what to do. And I think when you put yourself in a room with all types of these people, I think something great is going to happen. Something amazing.
But don't leave it there in the room, right? If you leave this conference and you don't have a handful of business cards, like a big handful of business cards, and then you don't follow up with these people over the next couple of days after this conference, you've done it wrong, right? You better follow up.
You're right. That's a tough one. I've done that myself too. I've been to certain things and
me too.
I like meet all the people and then the excitement's over. You get home and you get all this fucking shit. You got all this swag and cards and numbers. And it's like, okay, how do I put this together?
Most people fail in the follow-up. Fail in the follow-up there. It's just like an epidemic in these conferences is you go home and you're like, oh, I'm exhausted. I need a day to decompress. All right, great. But then 5 days later, you're like, oh fuck, I have what do I do? I've got 17 business cards I got to follow up with. And then they just sit there. Maybe you're right. Maybe you look them up on LinkedIn and you connect on LinkedIn, whatever. Like, you need to take better action on these, right? So typically what I do is I have business cards. I've got a pen in my pocket. I'll write a little note on the back, dude with the hat sells blah, 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 lives in Connecticut, I'll write little notes just so I remember who this person is, what we discussed, follow up, send the diagram of the blah, 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 right? Like send something. And then a few days after the conference, I'll write to these people and I'll be like, hey man, how's the weather in Connecticut? What'd you think of the diagram? I'm about to send you the blah, blah, blah as promised, as discussed, right? Like do these things and make friends with these people. This is your crew, right? This is who you are peers with. These are people who you're going to learn from and bounce ideas off of and make connections with and get referrals from. this is who you need to get in touch with. And if you don't do that, then like, I'm not sure why you showed up. Like, yeah, maybe you learned something. Maybe you learned about a new microphone and, fantastic. But like, if you didn't walk away with the people aspect of this and the follow up that like, next time you come to this conference, you've been already in discussion with, 25 of these people and you're high-fiving on the way in, not trying to, make friends immediately. Like you already know a bunch of people and like, you already have a community around you, then you did it right.
Okay. It's a good pro tip. Prepare yourself for MCC.
Yes.
It's a good, write that down.
It is a write that down moment.
You take it home and leave it underneath whatever. No. Start to follow up. What happens when they don't call you back? What do? You just keep bothering them?
Yeah, I mean, well, like sometimes people just don't want to be called back, and then there's shit at responsiveness, and that's probably the way they're going to be forever, right? Like I've definitely, if it's a sales pitch, be more persistent for sure. I mean, don't be, I called once and the person didn't thing, and I'm really trying to sell this person and they didn't respond. Like that's it. That's your effort. Like your one effing phone call. Like, so if you're trying to sell, be a little more persistent. If it's like, hey, listen, I met this cool person and, it was good, try a couple of times. Sometimes people don't check their email all that often, like, or it gets, it just gets lost in the shuffle. But like, yeah, I be a little more persistent than one freaking email. You don't get a call back. Like, be a little more persistent, man. This is your business. This is your life, right? Like, how bad do you want this?
Yeah.
Like I met a person there and sometimes 4 emails later, I finally got a freaking call back, like, great. Because you know what? I really want to do business with this company. I'm going to make a fucking effort to
more persistent.
Make this happen.
Maybe get a little creative. It is the holidays, right?
Yeah.
Send something. I don't know.
Yeah. Do something cool. Like, don't get too comfortable.
Maybe some chocolate.
Your house.
Right?
Like,
I've got a basket here. For
exactly.
You. Like, whoa, hold on. Who are you?
Exactly. You don't want to get too good. But you want to be creative and like send, shoot a text message. Like, how many emails I get that I don't respond to sometimes at first. Like, but text message I'll see pretty fast on my phone. Like that's a good method to get a quicker response. So just be a little creative, but put in the effort. I think is the bottom line.
Okay. Have you been investing or seeing any? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go out on a limb. You've been investing in anything that's like AI related?
Yeah.
Really? Like what?
It actually sadly just didn't pan out recently. It was a really cool AI company. We thought it was doing amazing, and it sadly did not work out. There's a lot of AI companies out there. We tried to get in. We were in pretty early, and not really early compared to some of these other VCs, but like reasonably early. Like, and we thought it was just the cat's meow. Thought it was amazing. Next best thing, and it wasn't. And now every single company that pitches us says AI. Every single one. Everyone.
How do they set themselves apart? If
it's hard, right? Like, this is the same thing. It's like, oh, we're 20 years ago, we're a .com, we're on the internet, and then it's like, oh, hey, we are crypto, we've got crypto, and like, we've got cannabis. And it's like now if you don't have AI in your thing, it's like, well, everybody's got it now. It's just like, is it really AI, or just type AI on your PowerPoint? What kind of artificial intelligence did you create with your buddy in your mom's basement? What kind of artificial intelligence did you actually make here?
It seems like there's a lot of that going around. It's like, how do you? I feel like, don't you feel like the big thing's already out? Like the Chat GPT, the fucking Copilot. Like those are like what? Besides you developing something that's going to create or update your website, but I mean that doesn't really take much effort. Anyways, for me, it doesn't.
Yeah, there's so it's hard to do. Like I get pitched all the time, and then all of a sudden, like I'll bring that pitch into like I'll ask ChatGPT or X or Grok or something, and I'm like, hey, what do you think of this? And then like, can you create something? Like, how long would it take to make this code right in Replit and build a business around this and make a PowerPoint and everything? It's like all right, 13 minutes. Like fantastic. Like how can I? It's hard to invest now when the barrier to entry on a lot of these things is so quick. The technology is just so easy to build on a lot of these things. And with AI, look, we use AI in Mopod. We use AI in ad generation. We're not an AI company, but we use AI a lot. All the ads that we make on the self-serve side, it's you type in a bunch of stuff and it makes this beautiful ad for you, a headline and a subheading, and it's just text with that. It's the voice to text. We use AI to pull that text out. There's a lot of things that we use AI for. I made this tool a little while ago. We were like, all right, we have a dev team, but we're like, let's play around. So the last thing we built was in Replit, and it's currently live on our system right now. It's it's really leveled the playing field among anything that needs to be created on the tech side. So I'm finding it as an investor, that's definitely a challenge for me lately is, oh, we built this cool thing. It's like, well, is that even a barrier to entry anymore? Like, I don't know. So there's other things that are definitely more important. Sales, connections, experience, management, history. So there's a lot of other things, but like on the tech side, hey, we built a cool app that does this. Well, I could build that app before I even hang up the phone with you. It's crazy.
So what do you think do you think branding is like selling the person is a little bit more like more, I wouldn't say important because it's hard to separate the two, but if you had to choose which one is a bit more important, do you think branding is more important?
100%. I'm a huge branding advocate. You'll see my art, and my branding and my things. Like it's something that we spend a lot of time on, and we try to up our game all the time is our branding because that's what people see. A lot of times people come up to us and they're like, we love everything that you're doing. Oh my God, your t-shirt's so great. I have 3 of them. I love your logo. I love this. By the way, what do you do? Like people, we have people who love us, love everything. They meet us, they hang out, they drink with us and everything. And they don't even know what we do before. We've branded ourselves to be just big in the space and big on throwing the parties and going to karaoke and buying everyone drinks. And like, there's things that it's pretty easy. Like, all right, buying everyone drinks. All right. Depending on who you bring it out, that bar tab can get up there, but it's not overall. It's not that high for a business. Like if it's as a business expense, hundreds of dollars for beers for everyone, it's not that big of a deal, but branding ourselves with our designs, our attitude, our presence, our personas, the logos, the t-shirts, things like that, like where you are making an impression that people will remember is very important to me. I mean, everybody has their own, theories on this, but to me, it's super important.
So let's get real here. You want to get real?
Right.
Let's get real personal here.
Okay, let's do it.
What do you think that we need to do for MCC for branding wise? Because I think that there's got to be some work done.
Yeah, there's definitely. I made the t-shirts last year, so and I loved them. Not the MCC ones. I made like several months of t-shirts just to hand out, and I'll be doing that again. I have a new version of the t-shirts. Sorry, that was a side note here. However, I think that in anything that anybody does, you need to take a look at what you're doing. It needs to be something that people will remember. I love the logo. I think it's great. I did have some input on like the PowerPoint, and I gave them notes and my thoughts and ideas and stuff on the website and the overall look and feel. I think that certainly MCC Military Creator Con, like the branding speaks for itself. Like it's not going to be pink roses and it's military, right? Like there's a direction here. You just have to make it cool and memorable and something that people will be like, this is freaking hot. Like I like this. I like everything about this. I like the atmosphere here. I like the people that are here. I like the things that they provided. Like some of the stuff that they've got going on for the events is great. I love it. I love all the ideas that they have come up with. I've been giving a few ideas, but most of it's them. They're doing great. They've come up with some amazing ideas and opportunities and directions here for panels, for entertainment, for the food, for cigars and things like that. Like the things that like if you think of Military Creator Con, like what are you thinking of right now? Like there's like a handful of awesome things that you can do that everyone's gonna be like, this is freaking hot. This is awesome. I love this. And that's what they need to do. That's what they need to just go all in on. I think they're doing it. It's the year, not year one, but like the big kickoff real event, and I think that they're doing it. There's a lot of moving parts here, but I think they're doing a great job so far. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think there is I think with time, right, growing and continuously being consistent in the message, the personality, the identity of MCC, continuing that forward, it's going to build, and I think it's just going to be something that just keeps getting better and better as long as we continuously keep our eye on what is this for, right? So at its core, what is Military Creator Con for? Why? What's the why?
Agreed. If they keep the focus there, if they keep the core message, but continue to innovate and add on without losing that core message, I think is the key here. A lot of times you see people, it's like you see things that were awesome year one, and then by year 4, it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? What is this just clusterfuck of shit? Like, what are we doing here right now? Like, this is completely not what I signed up for. It's
Yeah.
they lost the message. What's the, I don't remember the term, but like they lost the plot, right? Like, so if they, as long as they keep the plot, keep the main core message, but continue to innovate and make things cooler and bring more people in that have that core message and meaning behind them to take an interest in this, and then make it so cool that people will want to come back next year and tell their friends about it, then they're winning.
Yes. That word of mouth thing, it's powerful, man.
It is.
Yeah, as long as we can just keep connecting to more and more veterans, the next veteran, the next generation of veterans too. So we got to keep it fresh. We got to keep it current, right? What are they doing? Because I've already now been out of the military for plus 5 years. So now there's like a whole nother like group that's getting out before me, and we're not exactly the same. My culture was a little different than their culture. So how are we going to connect with them? And we got to keep that in mind too.
Right.
I don't know, because I'm not there. I'm not that age. Maybe we got to get some young. That's
right. There's guys plenty older than you. They've got a ton more business experience,
right?
Than you and I, right? That you're going to want to meet and be like, hey, man, like, listen to this and give me some thoughts, give me feedback.
Yeah, bridge the gap between the different campaigns, like Vietnam, Gulf War, Afghan, Iraq, and then whatever they're doing now. I don't know, but yeah, I think that'd be cool. Have all everybody represented and pitching in, because we got to maintain still that same traditional military presence and that feel. And it's not just like some convention that we're all just like business people. There's like that military, right? And I think they all are doing that too. I think it's the thing, adding some of those centric type military things.
Agreed. And that's what I was saying about the branding of this. Like, you don't want this to just be like, like something, it's just whatever. And we're all at the Hilton. Yeah. Like that's not the point of this. You want this to be like the exactly what you said. This is the Military Creator Con. Who cares where we are? Like, this is the shit. This is the things that we're doing. Love this, learning this, meeting this, talking about this, seeing my friends, making new ones, and I'm here not just to high five and have a drink, but like, I'm here to learn and take my business to the next level.
Yeah. Yes. And everyone I've been talking to has a different, and I love it. It's all still centric on something military wise, but it's very different. Some are going for the camaraderie. Some are going to meet new people. Some are going to like, I've got this thing, this new thing, and I want to help. I need some help with it, right? And or they have a thing, they just want to make it better, or like someone like you is going out there to just help people make something better. It's just all kind of walks of life, and this is just going to be so fucking cool, man.
Or they have nothing, and they're just going to be inspired, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of like, hey, what do you do? Nothing yet, man.
But I want to do something.
Yeah, I want to do something. I don't know what that is.
Like you were just talking about, dude, full circle, bro. Sorry, full fucking circle, right? With your kid. Let's say your kid was like showing up and he's like, dude, I'm good with this. I'm good with that. I know I've got the entrepreneur gene like my dad. I just don't want to work for the man. I want to do my own thing. Let's get inspiration.
Right. Military. What am I doing? I need some ideas.
Yeah.
Right? So Military Creator Con. Like, that's it's for the young guys who want to figure something out. And it's for the old guys who want to improve. And it's for the older guys who want to help as well.
Nailed it.
And girls.
Yes, you too. Everybody's invited.
Everyone's invited. It's meant for the range of people who want to just improve their lives, right? And this is the kind of group that you want to associate yourself with, and that you want to meet, and that you want to learn from, and that you want to inspire or be inspired by. And I think that's the goal here.
Those are great. That's actually some really great last words. You got anything else you got to add to Military Creator Con?
No, I think that last sentence was really good. That's the soundbite, I think. Yeah,
that's it.
I don't want to ruin it with trying to come up with another soundbite. I think that was the one.
We'll end